Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Conversations with Dr. Francisco and introducing you to this amazing technology of BioTech. Dr. Francisco, we're here with another beautiful science, beautiful technology. Can you tell us a little bit more about this beautiful BIA, which is the
Bioimpedance device.
bioimpedance analysis?
Well, the first thing that is important to know is that this is very, very well validated technology.
Okay.
Bioimpedance is used like internationally for many, many years. It's very easy to use, very fast. The assessment takes like less than 10 seconds, literally.
Okay.
It's very fast.
10 seconds.
Yes. It takes longer for you to hook up the
Hook
cables
up the
and put the
cable, then get
sensors
the.
in their hand, which is very simple, right? You just hook it up over here, put the sensors in their hand and feet, and then place these conducting, cables there. Open the app, click, 10 seconds.
So, yep,
You
this is
have the
going to just
assessment.
with a USB. This from the back of it connects to the
Yeah.
laptop. This wire connects to the front here. And then can you tell us a little bit exactly where would we put these guys?
Oh, hands and feet. There is a video that shows exactly how you use it. So right hands and right feet, and then the system starts sending a lot of different electric impulses. As you know, different tissues in our body, they conduct electricity in a different way, and
Yes.
this is very well mapped out already. So you can know exactly how much water your system have, if you're hydrated, dehydrated, if the water is inside the cell or outside the cell. If you have, too much extracellular water, that means that you have low grade chronic inflammation, because there was a very large study that was conducted with the company showing the correlation between C-reactive protein, which is a marker of inflammation, and increased extracellular water. So this device not only tells you about your body composition, water, hydration, dehydration, bone mass, muscle mass, energy distribution, consumption, different levels of different ions in your body, magnesium, potassium, and so on and so forth, but also tells us if you have low grade chronic inflammation and how much.
Okay.
And there is a correlation between phase angle, which is another very well known marker in bioimpedance that is related to cellular integrity, how healthy your cells are. That's
Okay.
very important
There.
to know, right?
Yes.
But there is a correlation in a study that was conducted by this company again and a group of researchers showing that the cortisol levels correspond to the level of your phase angle. In other words, like cortisol, it should be circadian cortisol should be starting a big peak in the morning when you wake up, and then they go down. So it does a curve like this, up and then down.
Okay.
Imagine if you have chronic activation of your stress system, then it goes up
And then go straight.
and goes straight up,
Yeah.
continues like that. We call it flat high. Over time, the system is stressed, stress, 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 stress. It gets to a point where
Just
this is
shuts down.
depleted. And
Yeah.
then the cortisol starts in the morning like flat, low, doesn't even go up.
Hmm.
Those people, they wake up like very sluggish. They have no energy. Say, I didn't sleep well. Yeah, maybe your cortisol is up during the night, the whole night. And then during the day, it's flat. No, and over time, this is what happens. Then you have no more physiological energy.
Yeah. They get brain fog. They can't concentrate.
And this is when you start seeing variations in your body composition. You start to lose bone mass, you start to lose muscle mass. If you have too high of a pH in your body because of all the acidity foods that we're eating and everything else, what happens over time?
Degrades your system.
That's it. And this is what it is telling us. It's part of the whole system that can tell me what's happening in this case with your body composition. The other devices, they talk about different parts. When you have the different assessments in combination with this, then this device is very interesting because it can give you what kind of level of exercise you need to do. So it gives you a physical reconditioning activity. What is the exercise you need to do for how long? What is the intensity and everything else? It also gives you a diet based on your body composition. What is a perfect diet for you to recover all these symptoms?
So can you get a diet just by using the BIA, or do you have to have
You
a
need to use
different
the
system?
PPG as well,
The PPG with the BIA.
because the PPG is going to tell us about your autonomic nervous system. So this combination, PPG and BIA, is extremely powerful for you to have at your clinic, because you know everything there is to know, like very fast about your patient's health. You know how the autonomic nervous system is. If you want to look at the brain, then you need the other device, the AG, right? But just the PPG and the BIA is it's just a phenomenal combination.
Yeah, and that's our favorite combination. So if you're looking at the PPG or the BIA, make sure that you study both of the systems together, and then just understand how much more capabilities that will bring you, and how much more markers you have informations about. And I feel like that's like a beautiful way to get started with the system.
100%. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add on the BIA for our audience? Anything else that we want to
Two
mention?
things. One that is very important is the level of precision of this device. So we know for a fact that DEXA devices, right,
Mhm.
are very expensive, much more complicated,
Yes.
takes a long time, but they're the top of the line in terms of body composition. Like they're very precise. This device has a almost 97% correlation with the DEXA
With a
device.
dead set next.
And it's worth like,
A fraction of the
oh
cost.
my gosh, and how fast it is. And you can have the results at your clinic like real time, very fast. So this is totally worth it. That's number
Absolutely.
one. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is that not only this device is a bioimpedance device, it also a surface myographic device. What does that mean? It measures
Yes.
changes in your muscles.
Okay.
More specifically, instead of putting the sensors in the hand and the feet, I can put them alongside the diaphragm, and I can connect this together with the PPG. Again, the combination
The
is important.
combination. Yes.
So you're doing real time, you're doing a respiratory biofeedback. You're giving your patient breathing exercises. You're measuring how the autonomic nervous system is responding, and you're measuring how the diaphragm is moving real time.
Wow.
And then it tells me level of coherence. Most of the people that we see is 20%, 30%. Imagine if you have like an 80, 90% coherence between the way your diaphragm is moving and the modulation of your autonomic nervous system through the breathing exercise. This combination can tell you.
That's powerful.
Once you know, then you could say, this is the best exercise for you. Sometimes it takes an hour to find out. Like you do a lot of different exercises and you're measuring the diaphragm, and then you're looking at the coherence. That's a whole session. Then after that, I send that specific design, that's a specific type of exercise to your patient's phone, and then they do it at home.
It's through the app, through the mobile
It's
app.
phenomenal. Yes.
That's powerful.
Very powerful.
So can you give us a little bit more information about the placements on the diaphragm, and then how
Oh,
to get it?
it's very simple. Instead of putting the sensors in your hand and your feet, you just place them. There is like a little
A little brochure that would explain
brochure
that.
that explains it. Very, very, very easy to do. It takes a
Okay.
few seconds again. And then you connect at the same time this and the PPG. The computer system identifies it and asks, do you want to do a respiratory biofeedback while you're measuring the diaphragm? You say yes, click
And
start,
quickly walks you through.
and you do it. Yes.
Wow, that's powerful. Well, thank you so much for your time. And this is a very powerful technology, especially when we combine it with the PPG. And yeah, make sure that you check this powerful little device out, and you let us know if you have any questions through our support channels. And thank you again for being here for another beautiful session. We'll be back with another video with another technology from BioTech now.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.